You were talking about Stuckey. He did play well in his first year with the Pacers. Clark, he helped them as a starter and off the bench.
Yeah, really had his most efficient year scoring the ball to date. And more than his scoring and what he brought on the court, his presence in the locker room and professionalism. You talk to the people around the Pacers, he was a breath of fresh air on a team that has a number of fresh air guys.
And Turner with the block. It's Westbrook with the drive. It's stolen by Mahimi. And now Stuckey. Yeah.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
Here's Ellis following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Mahimi down low, defended by Ibaka. Second shot opportunity, and there's the bucket as Stuckey finishes it off.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Here's Cantor.
A forceful finish from the big fella.
Well, with a player for that size, you'd think he'd make the highlight reel more often.
Yeah, you know, he just appears to lack an edge at times in his game. I mean, he can be too passive and reluctant on the court.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Serge Ibaka. Pacers have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. Well, you look at the roster of the Thunder from last year, Clark, they knew how to build from within.
Well, last season's roster, everybody but one player was either drafted or acquired via trade. That's a rare combo in the NBA.
The Pacers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Turner passes to George. Stolen by Durant. And it's sent back by George. And they'll keep possession. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Shots good by Durant.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now, here's Mahimi. Here's George. No good. Durant with some nice D. Westbrook drives in. Now the pass to Durant. One of the most dominant players in 2014 was Kevin Durant, of course, winning the league MVP. Then last year, cut short. We know that he's now on a mission to get back to that level. And Greg, it's hard.
Yeah, you know, it all came down to health for Kevin Durant. And at this point in his career, I mean, he's got the maturity. He's developed the skill set. He's just got to stay on the court. And really, when you talk about the game of basketball, the rest will take care of itself. How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Indiana leading by 4. Outside, George. Ellis outside. On the wing, Stuckey. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
You know, talking about Durant as he looks to recapture the league MVP, he can take a cue from last year's MVP, Stephen Curry. Curry battled through numerous ankle injuries over the years earlier on, only to come out on the other side with his best season ever in 2K15.
Pass to Cantor. Adams outside. Durant in the corner. Feeds it to Waiters. Knocked away. And taken away by Ellis. Oh, and here we go. Ellis has got it. The best great chance. The shot will not go.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we can see right there why he does.
And that one's good, George.
Superb playmaking from Monte Ellis. That dish was right on time.
It's stolen by Mahimi. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Shot from the inbound. And it's Westbrook laying it in.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Indiana.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Westbrook the point with Waiters at the 2. The rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. And it's Roberson in the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Kicks it out to Ellis. Down low. The shot by George, wide open. Off target from outside.
And who could forget the tear that Westbrook went on last season? I mean, after the All-Star break, it was just triple-double after triple-double for him.
The shot by George, no good.
It's hard not to go for it when you see the chance for that alley-oop.
Clearly, temptation got the best of him right there, Greg.
And Adams with the slam.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the right.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Westbrook pushes to Ibaka. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And for all the flash and dash in Oklahoma City over the past few years, Serge Ibaka silently goes about his business. While all eyes are on the megastars, Durant and Westbrook, Ibaka lurks around like a jaguar. I mean, finding opportunities to explore. Any weakness in the opposition.
Anthony Morrow's checked in for Oklahoma City. Payne comes in for Russell Westbrook. Pass to Mahinmi. It's stolen by Ibaka. Up the floor. Payne kicks to Adams. Here's Waiters. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Ibaka down low. Mahinmi on him. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Indiana. Mahinmi's got 3 rebounds now in this one. They get it back. Ellis outside. Kicks it to Mahinmi. Tries yet again. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Mahinmi's got 5. Talking about Ibaka, he does so many things that help his team. The little things that always make a difference, even with his superb. Free throw shooting up to a remarkable Clark 84% last year.
Yeah, but, you know, Ibaka had an injury of his own. As much as people talked about Durant's injury, the knee soreness Ibaka had cost him 18 games last year. So That was tough for him.
And George, here we go. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 10.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
Payne passes to Waiters. Misses the layup. The Pacers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Outside, George. Stolen away. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Ibaka down low. Turner covering. And Ibaka slams it in.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing. But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it, are you kidding me? It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Payne kicks to Waiters. Launches it. Can't hit. And Indiana will go the other way with it. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And there's the call on Anthony Morrow. That's his first foul. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Cantor checked in for Steven Adams. Durant comes in for Anthony Morrow. Roberson, he's checked in for Dion Waiters. And it's Foy in for Payne. It's Durant with the drive. That's good. Durant's got 6.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Thunder lead by 5. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Paul George really making a difference here.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
Looking at the game for George, he's got 10 points, and he's rejected a shot over the course of the game, too.
And it easily could have been more. He's played an effective game at that end of the floor.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Pacers, Stuckey and George make up the perimeter. Turner is up there with Mahinmi. And it's Ellis at the point. Durant dishes to Ibaka. Westbrook. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And for Russell Westbrook, a heroic effort last season, but not necessarily an efficient one. He averaged 28 points a game, which led the league, but shot a 5-year low of 43% to get those points. And he led the league in turnover average, but that's also because he's got such a high volume usage now with all the injuries.
Knocked away. And now it's Westbrook running. He can go.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes. And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here. Some big points there. I mean, they got them on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession.
And you can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Morrow's checked in.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Mahimi's shot is good.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Oh! That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary.
And you know what?
Man.
That man can climb a ladder.
Tell you what, Monte Ellis is one of the best second-round draft picks of all time in the league, not just the last decade. I mean, this guy was a 5-star recruit out of high school, committed to college, but changed his mind and entered the draft, where the Warriors stole him with the 40th pick in 2005.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
And it's blocked by Ibaka. Deflects the pass. And here come the Thunder again. Oklahoma City with a fast break. Offensive rebound. Outside for Durant. But they'll get another chance. Back to Ibaka. Turner with the steal. Ahead. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Ellis has got his 5th assist in this one.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Getting back to Monte Ellis. Had he gone to college for even 1 year, I think he would have probably been a top 10 pick. But you look at what he's brought to the table over his career. Points and assists, rebounds, steals, playmaking. His production has been astounding.
You know, he's one of those unsung players. He never gets voted to the All-Star game. It never gets spoken about as one of the top guards in this league. But you look at the body of work and you ask his competitors throughout this league, and they're going to tell you that guy's as tough as they get.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Ibaka. Dion Waiters comes in for Anthony Morrow. And it's Foy in for Russell. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Hill, he's checked in for the Pacers. George against Durant. And George, here we go. Great D that time from Durant.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
George with the bucket.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Foy, the pass to Cannon. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. That's good. Durant's got the lead up to 8 now for Oklahoma City.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Thunder. They lead by 8. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. The Thunder leading by 8. Durant is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Dion Waiters. Then there's Foy. And it's Roberson in the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Here's Durant. It's stolen by Hill. Ellis with it. Guarded now by Durant. And it's Ellis penetrating. Outside for George. 6 on the shot clock. Mahimi. Ellis wide open. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Ellis has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Pacers. Durant against George. The feed now to Mahimi. Durant with the steal. Up the floor. Nice shot by Foy. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And Turner kicks to George.
Trying to come back, Kevin, and you can't afford too many mistakes. His fourth turnover hampering their efforts.
Roberson dishes to Kanter. He kicks to Roberson. Looking for Waiters and gets it there. The lead pushed to double digits. And it's a 10-point Oklahoma City lead.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
And it's sent back by George. Waiters grabs the miss. Waiters got his 3rd rebound on the night. Foy, the pass to Kanter. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that jump.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
Timeout. Timeout. Start it.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit. I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle. He was absolutely adamant, saying, don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here this far. We're almost home.
Thanks again, Doris. Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Baca comes in for Roberson. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Randy Foy. And the foul on Miles Turner. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
And Westbrook, here we go. Waiters gets a wide open look.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
The Thunder leading by 10. For the finish, throws down the breakaway jam.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
The 3, Ellis. And yes, sir, that one drops. Ellis has got it back down to single digits for Indiana.
They didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first. But the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open.
It's Westbrook with the drive. And Ibaka kicks to Westbrook. Durant wide open. He fires. Back to Westbrook. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. Another shot. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Well, Enes Kanter has been getting it done. 10 points and 2 steals.
And Kanter drops them both. Pacers trail by 11. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth. And it's Ellis penetrating. The kick out to Hill. Mahinmi dishes to George. 3 on the clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. The shot by Mahinmi, no good. And so here is Oklahoma City. Westbrook with a wide open look. The Thunder with another miss.
I guess even he took this one of those once in a while.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. They get the rebound. Second chance shot. Hill, no good.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Now the Pacers moving it up. George with the ball.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. A